The classroom buzzed with the usual morning energy, papers shuffled, chairs scraped against the floor, and hushed whispers filled the air as students prepared for the day. At the front of the room stood Mr. Daniels, a seasoned teacher known for his sharp tongue and intolerance for what he considered foolishness. Among the students sat Nathi, a quiet yet inquisitive boy who often hesitated to raise his hand. He had learned early on that speaking up could be dangerous. But today, he felt different. Today, he had an idea, one he was proud of, one that made sense to him. Mr. Daniels wrote a problem on the board. "Who can tell me what this means?" he asked, scanning the room with impatient eyes. The students shrank into their seats, avoiding his gaze. Nathi swallowed hard. His heart pounded, but his hand rose before he could stop himself. "Yes, Nathi," Mr. Daniels called, arms crossed. With careful words, Nathi explained his understanding of the problem. His voice was steady at first, but as he continued, he noticed Mr. Daniels' expression darken. "That," Mr. Daniels interrupted, chuckling, "is completely incorrect." He turned to the class, smirking. "See, this is what happens when you speak without thinking. If you don't understand something, it's best to keep quiet." The class tittered nervously. Some students exchanged glances, relieved it wasn't them. Others avoided looking at Nathi at all. Nathi's stomach twisted. The pride he had felt evaporated, replaced by humiliation that burned deep. His ears rang, and his fingers curled into fists beneath the desk. He wanted to disappear. Days passed, and Nathi withdrew. He no longer raised his hand, no longer shared his ideas. The seed of doubt had been planted. But one person noticed, Miss Kumalo, the school's guidance counselor. She had always believed in nurturing potential, not crushing it. One afternoon, she found Nathi sitting alone, staring at an open notebook but writing nothing. "You used to contribute in class," she said gently. "What changed?" Nathi hesitated but finally muttered, "I was wrong." And he laughed. "I shouldn't have spoken." Miss Kumalo frowned. "Being wrong isn't a failure, Nathi. It's part of learning." She took a deep breath before continuing. "Do you know what's dangerous? A person who stops believing in their own voice. If you let one person's judgment silence you, you give them power over what you become. Self-confidence is your superpower. Believe in yourself even when no one does. Face your fears, take risks and embrace challenge. Every step forward builds your strength. Speak with conviction, act with purpose and trust your abilities. Confidence is built through action. Stand tall, be bold and let your inner strength shine. You've got this, own your greatness." Her words stirred something in Nathi. He wasn't sure if he believed them yet, but for the first time in days, he picked up his pen and started writing again. Meanwhile, Mr. Daniels continued his days as usual, unaware of the weight of his words. Unaware or maybe aware of how many he impacts negatively. He did not know that in another classroom, another student had already decided that their ideas weren't worth sharing. That their voice wasn't important. That silence was safer. But some weights are unseen, and they never truly go away. God has planted the seeds of greatness within you, envisioning a future brimming with potential and purpose, yet these seeds are the nourishment of your courage and the sunlight of your action to grow. Progress isn't a mere gift, it's a divine partnership. God opens doors and provides opportunities, but you must be willing to step out in faith, overcoming the spirit of fear and doubt. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a testament to your trust in His plan and your commitment to fulfill your destiny. Remember, it's not the grandeur of the step that matters, but the act of stepping. Embrace the unknown, for it is in this moments that boldness, that God's greatest blessings unfold. Your journey of progress is waiting, but it begins with your first step. Step out there and watch how God transforms your efforts into extraordinary achievements. To those who hold the power to teach, lead or guide, be careful of the seeds you plant. Words have the power to shape or shatter, to heal or to wound. A silence remark can silence a voice forever, while encouragement can spark a light that never fades. Do not be the reason a child, a student or anyone under your leadership loses their confidence and never recovers. Leadership is not about dominance, arrogance or pride. It is about nurturing growth. Remember, each life matters, everybody counts. Everybody has a purpose, a unique light that only they can shine. No one is insignificant and no role is too small, because every person adds their own color to the canvas of life. From the quiet strength of a caregiver, to the bold dreams of a visionary. Every individual plays a part in our shared story. So let's honor the value of each person, cherish their contributions and celebrate the incredible diversity that makes our world vibrant and whole. Remember, you are not just a face in the crowd. You are essential, you matter, and your purpose is irreplaceable. That's it, friends. Let me hear your thoughts. Thank you.